I think we're on. Are we on? I think we're on. Is that, why is this moving way over there? Oh, we are on. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Y&R Mini Spotlight and Recap for the end of 2021. I like saying 2021. I like saying it that way. And we are here, and we are ready to talk about what has kind of happened on the show recently, because we haven't been on for a while. We know that. But also, this is the end of the year. It's the last show of 2021 for us, because we have things to do. We'll be back in the new year. The new year talking. But I'm so happy because I make the chat room is open. Make sure it's all complete. Yes. Hello.
It's too cold to get out of bed.
Sure is.
Oh no, Kirsten's here. Hi.
Okay, yeah, good. Okay, yes. So we are here, and I'm here with my ladies. I'm so glad I'm not doing this by myself. Tami, Goveia, and Amanda Russ.
Hello. Hi guys. I got my Christmas shirt.
I like that. You're putting the Christ in Christmas. I love that.
Yes. Well, Amanda's got to do this. Merry Christmas. Merry
Christmas. It's not that kind of show. Okay, everybody is coming in. Come on, everybody. While you're coming in, I can do church announcements, of course. This is a full day of Soap Sunday for the last of the year. Right after this, we'll do Bold and Beautiful, of course, something like that, which has been so good. All the vets are back. Everybody is on. And then at 1 p.m. at a special time, we're doing the GH one. Me and Frank Moran are going to talk our way through what a week that was. On that one. So that'll be at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then at 4 p.m., Marissa Serafini will be sitting right next to me live in this room for the first time in 2 years. We're going to do the When Hope Calls Christmas special.
Oh my gosh. That's going to be amazing.
Get ready. I know. Get ready, Hardee's. So Marissa, I'll be right here, and Marissa will be right here. And we're going to actually talk to each other. I'm going to show anybody live in 2 years. So I'm very excited. Luckily, she lives near me. That's why she's coming over.
Break out the wine.
We got the wine. We have a good time. Talk about the Hardee's and what happened. And we saw Jack last night. It's another story. So it's about all that. That's the whole soap thing. It's the last shows of the year, basically, for JLJ Media in terms of live stuff. I'm very excited. So the soaps will be back. We'll be all back January 16th, because I have a couple of important birthday things to handle in early January, so I will not be here sooner than that. But on January 9th, James Lott Jr. and his cousin, Christian J. LeBlanc, will be talking, and it's actually recorded already, will be out January 9th here on this channel, because he has his 30th anniversary episode on January 10th. So we have a great talk about Louisiana, our family connections, everything, and his 30 years as Michael Baldwin. So check that out.
Wait. Back up. You're related?
You'll have to watch the show to find out all the details.
Okay, so you're like Kevin Bacon. You're like 6 degrees from everybody.
Exactly.
I was telling Phil that yesterday. All roads lead to James Lott Jr.
OMG.
And if you look on my Instagram, one of my posts, he says, "Hi, cousin James." So you'll see.
Okay. My Christmas wish.
Yeah.
My Christmas wish is to have, if I could have this much blood relation to James Lott Jr.
Right.
Just knowing that I have that in me, that I could tap into it and maybe. That's what we'll do. And I'm going to come over, James, and we're going to do the little cut.
Oh, yeah. Like
we're going to do this thing. Yeah. That's what we're going to do. I did that with my best friend when I was like 10.
I did too when I was a kid too. It's a very, it was a very 80s thing for us. And also, so that's all today. So that's also that, but that's what's coming up in just so there'll be one new episode in January, but it's recorded already. But it'll be out January 9th. So you'll get a little something to hold you over until we get back in the season. And also, I just want to give a shout out to myself. It's my 12-year anniversary as a super organizer. This is when I became legal in the eyes of the law. I started legal. Became legal. Became an LLC, which is a lot of work. But that company. Why I mentioned is that company literally helped me launch this one, JLJ Media, 12 years ago. Also, and when I couldn't organize half last year because of the lockdowns and COVID, this company saved that company. So I just want to mention to you, I'm an entrepreneur. I love being a professional organizer. I love to have clients this day. I love it. As a shout out, I had no idea it would be as big as it is now too. I have a show, a long running show. I have other things that go on with it. And I thank you everybody who ever hired me or listened to my show or anything. So I mentioned that. And it's hard work, folks, owning a business, let alone cheap. Make sure I say that. We're here, ladies. We are here. So I was thinking about this show this year, because this year I started this little iteration of the show almost 7 years ago, as a side project to the Restless wrap up at AfterBuzz TV, which Tami and I is where we met. It was supposed to be a little side thing of just kind of showcasing characters and storylines and interviewing stars. And then when the pandemic hit, almost 2 years ago, it's kind of crazy to say that. It's really weird to say that. I turned it into also the recap. Tami knows this. I tried to leave the soap world. I tried.
Like the mafia, man.
I said goodbye. I cried on television. I was like, I'll love you all forever. And where am I now? Sitting here with Amanda and Tami talking about soaps. But I am very grateful to all of you, because this year we had some great milestones, like the Tria interviews that did very well for me. I still can't believe how well they're doing. We interviewed Courtney Hope. I interviewed Peter Bergman, Eric Braeden. I did Brittany Sarpy and Jason Thompson and Brighton Jennings. We had a really good year. And then we came together. Amanda joined us. She joined Young and the Restless. So I'm going to ask you, Amanda, are you glad you're watching the show?
Yes. I came on and just refused to leave. I'm like, no, James, Tami, I love you. I'm not leaving.
James, why is she still here?
Right, exactly. This is
Could you just lock the door and pretend we're not home, please?
Turn the lights off.
We're not doing the show. We're not doing the show. That's crazy. Also, we're online. But man, it's so bad. But do you think you kind of have I know you're still learning stuff because it's been less than a year, but are you getting a handle of like the characters and who's who and what's what?
Yeah, I think so. I think that sometimes it's hard because I know I'm supposed to not like this person, but then I like them and I'm like, I'm probably going to get hurt by this guy.
Well, your man, which we've talked about on the show a gajillion times, is Mr. Ray.
Yes.
So why do you like Ray? Besides he's good looking. I mean, besides that part.
Okay. First, he's super hot, right? But I think because he's from Guiding Light, and I really loved his acting on there. So then when I saw him on here, I was like, oh yes. I was all excited. Because he was really good on Guiding Light.
He was really good. And I met him in person. He's a very nice guy. Very, very, very sweet, down to earth guy.
Of course you did.
Of course I did. I'll show you the pictures now. Very nice. Very nice. But he's a very nice guy, which makes it even 10,000 times like, oh my God, you're nice too at the same time. God bless America. It's not fair. You're good looking and you're nice and you're a good actor. Not fair at all. And so Tami, you've been watching it off and on like I have for years, and how are you feeling about Y&R this year?
Yeah, I remember Y&R visually being a much darker looking show. Remember?
Yes.
And so when I tuned back in, it's brightened up.
Yes.
Which has been great. I'm a visual kind of gal. I wasn't sure if it was going to hold my attention because I'd been in and out of it for so long. But it's been good. It's been good. And I think a lot of it's had to do with Peter.
Oh, he's so good.
I continue to watch the soaps because of the old school folks, which I think a lot of viewers do. And he's just, I don't care if he comes on screen and says, yabba dabba doo. I will sit there and listen to him say yabba dabba doo for 20 minutes. So, yeah.
Imagine myself, I got to interview him last minute.
His
and
voice.
I know. And I was like, and he is so passionate about playing this character. He loves it. He loves it. Speaking of characters and people on the show, of course, Peter Bergman, that's the main one. So Jack, Phyllis, and Nick was a major thing that happened this year. And they're leaning towards Jack fighting for Phyllis. So how are you guys feeling about that? That's kind of how this year is ending, where he's kind of fighting for Phyllis now all of a sudden.
Okay. Well, I don't know their history as much. I know she's cheated on him multiple times because they mentioned it. So I'm like, if she really loves Jack, why does she keep cheating on him? I mean, it is a soap opera, but
come on, girl.
Like, I do feel bad for Nick because I think Nick is like confused. But the fact that he doesn't stand up and say, no, nope, I'm not having it. You're not leaving me. I'm not having it. Says a lot to me. Because he was very like, okay, like sad, but not like, what the heck? No, hell no. You know?
Well, like, that's a thing. And you think I think it's a female thing. I won't say all females, but I'm going to include you in this, Amanda, because part of how you can show me that you really love me is to fight for me.
Right.
I may say, get the hell out of here. I never want to see you again. But don't just be a little puppy dog with your tail between your legs and go, okay. Like, no, I want, like, don't make it that easy. Is it a game? I don't know if it's a game, but when you're in those high emotions and you make these rash kind of statements, maybe just fight a little bit.
It's a game in the sense that's a game of chance and love. I mean,
and passion. Yeah.
I know what you mean. It's like, is it a game? Like it's something bad, like a game, like you're playing games. I don't think it's that.
I don't think it's that. Yeah.
It's the dance. It's the dance.
I remember, James, you brought it up. He had a conversation with Jack a while ago. I don't know if you remember, Tami, where he didn't say what we thought he would say. And we were like, wait, what?
What did he say? I adore her. And Jack said,
I can tell you exactly what it was, bitches.
Yeah.
He goes to Nick, how do you feel about Phyllis? I'm crazy about
her.
That's what he said. And then Jack goes, that's not the same as saying I'm in love with her.
Ding, 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 ding.
When he said that made me, and I said on the show, it made me go click. That Nick he does adore her. He is crazy about her. I mean, he's crazy. He likes her and probably does love her on some level.
Yeah.
But you're looking at Sharon on the side too over there a little bit.
That's love. He loves
That's love. That's love.
He loves Sharon.
And Jack, we found out later, he loves Phyllis. He loves everything about her. Well, anyways, when Nick said that, I was like, yep.
So James, beyond Phyllis cheating on Jack,
was
there anything else that drove them?
No, they were good together. They were good together.
They were good together, right?
They were literally Peter Bergman and Michelle Stafford, and even Peter Bergman and Gina Toglioni. They were good together. I mean, Peter Bergman just elevates everybody he's with.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I mean, Peter Bergman has chemistry with, the phone book. I mean, he has chemistry with everybody.
You're dating yourself.
Yeah, I am. That's right. Tami knows I have a million sayings. They're all little goodies. But that's the whole thing. It's like Phyllis, they did work. And when I talked to Michelle off camera about stuff like over the years, she was like, she loved working with Peter Bergman. It was a joy. So I guess it came across that they actually respect each other. And then they just came across in there because Phyllis, Jack he loved her for her craziness. Everybody else tried to change her. Jack didn't try to change her. Danny tried to change her. This one tried to change her. Everybody tried to change her. Jack didn't try to change her. He liked the red. He liked red. She was fiery. She was different than Nikki. She was different than Diane. She was different. She was just like this. She was passionate for him. And when he won his Emmy, he thanked Michelle Stafford. And one of his Emmys, he said, "Making an old man feel good." He said that in one of his things. But you could tell it just oozed through. And she has told me off camera she loves working with Peter Bergman. She loves working with him. And he just comes across.
About the baby? Did that cause trouble between them? Because didn't he think?
Well, yeah, I don't think that Summer was. He thought
Summer was his.
Yes, but it wasn't. But she didn't know who. She thought it was Nick's. She really thought it was Nick's. She wasn't. There was no kind of like nefarious things towards Jack. It just kind of came out that, oh, wait a minute, it could be Jack's. And then for a while, we thought it was Jack's.
Don't you just hate when that happens, Amanda? It's like, oh,
yes. Wow. Don't you just hate that?
If I think about it.
Geez, let me think real hard.
Yes.
Oh, oops! It could be Jack.
Jack. Jack. You know, Loris L says, has Nick always been a preppy house stud who's always getting what he's wanted? And then Cherie says, fact, of course, is them together, has that unconditional love.
Yeah.
But there are folks who believe that Nick and Sharon have unconditional love too.
Yeah.
You know, they keep hurting each other also. You know, I mean, when she married Ray, I thought it was a big mistake. To tell you the truth, I thought it's not going to work.
Me too. I was surprised when I tuned into the show that they were a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a pipe dream, sure. You want a good guy, kind of, but I'm like, that's not great for you, Sharon.
Guys, Ray came in and she just fell right into the vortex.
She did. She's like, I'm going in.
Yeah.
And that was
no,
it.
I can't. All right.
I'm in. That's it. And then it's like, but remember, she had the Adam thing. So there are a lot of folks who love Shadam. I mean, they're huge. There's a huge contingency. We know a lot of people like Adam and Sally, which I'll just lead into that. Right? But there's some folks who really still think that Adam and Sharon, they got it. But then because Sally comes along, who knew? We're looking at Jack and Sally for a while. We're looking at that.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, we're looking at Adam and Sally. We can think
But
about
they did the whole
They
Jack
got
and Sally thing just to prep us for Phyllis and Jack.
Yeah.
I mean, how much more? Red, fire. I think, hello.
Yeah. And that's basically what it was. And but they had chemistry. They did have, I'm not saying that they had chemistry. I mean, if they had went that direction, okay, I would have been fine if they went that direction.
See, with Sharon and with Adam, there's that unconditional love.
Sharon and Adam?
Yeah. I mean, Sharon always is defending him.
It is true.
Is
They have
always
chemistry.
giving him the benefit of the doubt and you know, thinking he's gonna rise up and step up as a man and be the best he can be, kind of thing, when everyone else around her is like, no, he's blah blah blah. So I don't know who, gosh.
They can't be together though.
I've always loved Sharon and Nick, but
Sharon and Adam can't be together though.
No.
Because everybody else in her life, like
right.
It would destroy her relationships with everybody else because her daughters are against it. Nick's against it. Pretty much the whole cast is against it.
Genoa City, as we know it.
She's the characters. Yes. Well, it's funny. The other day, they had a scene this week with all the siblings. So it's kind of fun seeing Mariah and Noah and Faith. It was cute. It was very cute. I thought that's very cute to see them together, this next generation. Even though we're doing a little overview of the year, I hope, I'm with Mariah fans. I hope they're not trying to get Noah with Tessa. I hope they're trying not to do that because I feel like as a queer person, that to me, it's a slap in the face. I really do. I just think I will say it. I know it's a soap opera and, you know, and I don't care. It's just pansexual and polysexual and whatever, bisexual, all that other stuff. But I'm like, no, I think this is the wrong message. I just think it really is.
Here's my question. At the wedding.
Yes.
They had some really lovely scenes together where they were sitting on the bench.
And
Tessa was really upset and he was there for her. And so they're friends. They've been friends for a long time.
Right.
There's never been anything romantic between them, correct?
Noah wanted Noah wanted something, but she was just using it. It was nothing real. No, in our eyes, in the audience eyes, it was nothing real.
Okay, because that was my question during those scenes of, I can see this going in a different direction.
Yes,
he's really vulnerable. He's being there for her, but wait a minute, she's committed to Mariah. What's going on? So
this week also they had the whole.
I was about to tell her that.
What happened?
They had a scene where he's working on her album cover, and they went to the patio at Crimson Lights by themselves, and he was taking photos of her, and there was just I don't know how to explain it. There was like a thing between them.
Yes.
It was weird.
And
it was almost a connection.
And after that, at the table at Crimson Light. Well, so who's it gonna be?
Oh.
You're gonna be it's gonna be me or my sister, me or my sister, me or my sister. And I'm like, they're setting this up. And Mariah's just sitting there and noticing them. And they're cutesy as brothers and sisters playing with each other and kind of stuff. But I'm like, why are they trying to set this up? Like, I mean, yes, it'll be different kind of storyline, yes. But I'm just like, I just personally, and as someone in chat agree with me, this, again, as a queer person, I just think this is not the right way to go. Put Noah with somebody else, leave them to be.
So Cherie in the chat says, I think we're headed for a Noah and Chelsea coupling due to both of them obsessing over people who just don't want a relationship with them.
That's interesting. I mean, I don't know. Well, who knows? I mean.
Oh, let me tell Tami. Chelsea said, basically, she said that she didn't say it like this, but this is what she said. She said, the redhead better stay far away from Adam because there's one line that I will not allow to be crossed, and it's that one. So Chelsea's already saying, I better not see Adam and Sally together. I'm not having it.
Chelsea's been warning Sally to stay away from Adam for how many episodes now? So, yeah.
Yeah, so I was glad Chelsea's back though. And I feel like she looked at Ray and I was like, I feel like she looked at Ray like she really likes Ray. I don't know if it's romantic or
I called it a long time ago on the show. I called it on the show a long time ago, but I said that a long time ago.
And she was saying, oh, my mom loves you so much, Ray. My mom loves you. She flirted with you. And I was like, is she like him? Or maybe she just wants to be friends. I don't know. She tried to kill him, so. You can only go up from there, Tami.
There's that. But I'm telling you, I called it on the show. I said, I think it's going to be Ray and Chelsea on some level. I don't know.
That I can see.
So,
in some weird way. They
said Kate declared Tessa as a lesbian. So, okay. And that's Kate Fairbanks. I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously she's doing the job. What are they going to tell her she's probably going to do? I mean, I think it's one of those things where I'm like, I don't mind a storyline that's doing any kind of bisexuality or polyamory. I mean, I have no problem with that. I just feel like this is not realistic. When you literally go all the way over this experience, you are usually that's what you are. If you are fluid along the way, you've always been that way. It's a different story. I feel like that's a better story. I think you can go anywhere with that. But if you literally are declaring yourself either fully gay, fully lesbian, then you don't usually change. You don't change.
I see.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Had it been at the beginning that she was bisexual, it would be different.
Yes.
Okay. Then it would be different. Yeah.
Yes. So I'm like, oh, my favorite thing about Ray is that he has a better relationship with Nick than Sharon. They get along. I mean, Nick and Ray get along great. I mean, they had nothing to do with each other's. They had nothing to do with each other's thing with Sharon. It's totally separate.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't break up them, and they didn't break up him. I mean, it was like it's totally separate.
What's going on with Abigail? Abby.
Oh, here we go. So I like New Chance. I like him.
He's hot.
His little floppy hair and everything. I like New Chance.
So what happened? Did she go over there, or did he show up in Genoa City?
No, she went and got him.
She did.
You had to go find them.
Who's taking care of the baby?
Well, that's all done. They're already back in. They left them. They're already back in Genoa City.
I know. But when she was gone, that was a big thing. Like,
went to Devon's and was like, I'm going out of town. She didn't tell anybody where she was going or anything. She just said, I'm going out of town. I need you to take care of the baby.
Oh, so it wasn't Mariah.
Okay. Oh, Mariah felt some kind of way about it. I promise you that. She was not happy.
Yeah.
So then she takes off. And she just happens to find a letter and then finds the name of this lady, calls this lady, and then boom, there's Chance. Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Was he hurt?
I'm sorry, YNR, but it was weird.
Well, any amnesia? Did they pull that card or no?
No, see, here's the thing. We don't know yet.
Purposely not telling her he was alive. Purposely, Tami.
Well, he's undercover.
Oh, he ain't under no cover, Tami. Cover was blown. House was blew up.
House was blew up. Our house was blew up.
In the explosion, he got thrown. Like, I guess he had just gotten there and he wasn't like all, because he said in the explosion at the house, he got thrown.
Okay.
Back. So he was injured, but he's all right now. Don't feel that bad for him because he's all right, except not mentally.
Yeah, as I say, there's something going on.
He got PTSD, I think.
I think it's what it is too. Because Christine came to kind of talk about that he lost everybody that was there except for him.
Mm.
He is having mental issue because he refused to come home. Right. And Abby was like, okay. She called her mom. She was like, no. She was like, fine, I'll stay then. And eventually she talked him into leaving. But I was like, this dude is like, get your ass in that friggin' car and get your ass on that plane and go meet your son. Okay? That's what I would have said. But you know, Abby's way sweeter than me.
Yes. Much so. And yeah, it's and Devon, of course, is in this all up to his ears.
He got super attached.
Yes. And he's talking to Chance, like, so what's going on? What are you feeling? What's going on? You don't slit yourself. Like, wrong person to talk to. And Chance is talking to him, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like,
oh no. Like, stop!
Don't say anything. It's literally, it's interesting. They're playing this out slowly, but I will say this, having Chance back now makes sense, right? Now I feel like it makes sense. It's like, okay, now he's back. Now I can really play this out. And you can play the fact that he wasn't there in the beginning. You can still play that, how weird that was. So Mariah's feeling, they did last week, you know, oh my God, you guys be great parents. Oh my God, blah, to Mariah and Tessa, and Mariah gets quiet. So it's still a sore spot for her. Devon is still looking at, like, you know, he wants a baby. You know, it's really, even though Amanda now lives with him, it's still like he's still thinking about Chance and they want the baby. Everybody, but the criticism that I understand and a lot of people are saying online is that it's like parents can have emotions. They're not endangering a child. Everybody's like, oh my God, everybody's like, I'm just showing like they're endangering a child.
Thank you.
If that were the case, I took my babies away from me a long time ago. I mean, I have all the time.
You can't walk on eggshells and try to pretend to be something that you're not 100% of the time. It's crazy.
And Mariah is upset because she made a comment. She said, oh, I guess I wasn't even considered.
Yep.
When she found out that she left the baby with Devon, that Abby did, she was like, oh, I guess I wasn't even considered.
And she later ran, like this week, ran to the house to see Dominic. He's with his parents. Oh, of course. Okay, of course. Yeah, bitch. He's with his parents. You're not his parent. Sorry. Next. You signed it away. So, but I recognize that she had an extraordinary circumstance while she was pregnant. That's why she's super, super attached. And for a while, it was just them. That part's very fascinating to me. It was just them for the longest time in this extraordinary situation.
And now Abby's scared about it, I feel.
Oh, yeah, she should be scared about it.
Because she's like, oh, she's too attached to my baby. Like, I want to be nice to her. She's my friend.
Yes.
I don't like excluding her. Right. Abby does feel bad about it. But at the same time, like, I can't have you like stealing my kid.
And folks, you can watch our interview with Melissa Ordway, who's also on this channel. And Melissa is super nice. Oh my gosh, she was hilarious.
She's so pretty.
She's so pretty. I love that clip when I said, remember you were a turkey baster baby? Like, I think we had a good joke or laugh over that. That was really funny. But she was super sweet. You can watch the interview also on here. I worked very hard. I want to thank Matt Kane for all his working with me at Y&R.
And I was like, me and Tami love you, and we love your style.
She did say that.
Because she walked in and she sat down, and I was like, oh, you're so pretty.
She looked so pretty. She was on set. And she just came straight from set and was just like in this beautiful dress, like beautiful. It was like a beautiful.
It was like a turquoise. I think it was like a blazer.
Yeah, and she was cute. She was very cute. She was so cute, so sweet.
Sweet.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no. I mean, everybody. This whole septangle, whatever, octagon, whatever it is gonna be very interesting to watch in 2022 because I think it's gonna come to a head. It has to. Chance is gonna do something maybe outrageous. This is my prediction. Because he has PTSD or something, Devon's going to jump in and take over, which is going to bother Amanda on some level. And then you got Mariah over here longing for that baby. She's going to lose it at some point. Tessa's going to stand there going, I'm trying to help her. I don't know what's going on. Noah's going to come in and get Tessa. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. That's my prediction for next year. Good night, everybody. Have a good week.
But Tessa did tell him, though, I'm really happy with Mariah. I love her. And Mariah heard it through a crack in the door. As always.
Yeah.
If it does happen, I'll be surprised. But
yeah, it's a soap opera. What did Jay Matthew Atkinson tell Tami? It's a soap opera. What do you come on. It's a soap opera. I'm just saying, I don't want half the stuff to happen. But I have a feeling it might happen because it's just how they do. But Y&R is a slower pace than the others. They go a little slow. They've always been that way.
Much slower.
They've always been that way. Yes,
like
exactly.
molasses.
I mean, it's been 3 weeks, and from what I'm hearing, nothing's changed.
Exactly.
Chance is back, but we kind of knew that's where it was going. And seriously, that's the biggest thing that's happened in 3 weeks.
Oh,
really?
You know what, Tami?
I
forgot to tell you this. I almost did it, James. I almost put on my blonde wig, put on a beanie with some sunglasses,
Sally.
And came sitting up here like, hey, what y'all doing?
Yeah, Sally was hilarious. Oh my gosh, she was hilarious.
Sally decides, that she's gonna dress up. She has a blonde wig, a beanie. What do you call that jacket?
Trench coat.
A trench coat all tied up and big old sunglasses. And she's sneaking around, right? And she's taking photos of Billy.
She was.
She's trying to listen to his convos. She's all like,
she was. It was hilarious. You see, now we have that whole situation. We have Billy, we have Lily. We have Jill. Welcome back, Jill. Jess Walton. Welcome back. Everyone, Jess Walton.
She's back?
Yes. Oh, yes. She's been on.
Oh, did you tell her what happened?
We're talking about it right now.
They stole. Okay, that's a little much. This is why Jill's back, because now they set Billy up.
Victor and Adam.
Victor and Adam set Billy up. They printed the story. Right. They got somebody to print the story. Well, now it's coming back on Billy and Lily. And so Jill's come back to try to save everything.
Okay. Because I remembered last time I saw the show, the story gets printed and Lily is pissed because she thought Billy was the one that ran the story behind her back. And he said, what are you talking about? Yep. What is this about? So
it was a worker that they tricked, basically. Adam wrote an email and made it look like it was from Billy.
Yeah.
And so, of course, everybody's like, oh my gosh, they did a retraction, but now your man is suing Billy and Lily. And so Jill has to come back and she's probably going to have to sell the company.
Right.
Oh my God.
Chance come. Yeah.
Seriously, yeah. So it's a big.
And now there's a bidding war.
Yes. What was the article?
Everything that Ashlyn did, his past, everything. And you know the guy that James loves?
Yes.
What's his name, James?
James loves many men. Who specifically?
Oh, my bad. Gaines.
I love Gaines. I love him. Yes. He's hilarious.
He is now saying the whole story is a lie.
Yes.
So that Ashland's lawsuit will win, so he'll win the lawsuit. It's bad. And now Billy's at the bar drinking apple juice like it's liquor. Because he has his own plan to trick them.
Yes.
And thinking he is going nuts. I don't know what's the point of that, though. I'm trying to figure that out.
And on a side note, you got Nikki saying, "We can come back together, Nick and Victor. It's your son. Come back together."
She's still trying to do that?
Yeah.
I left off, Victoria and Nick had a really nice conversation. So are they back on track?
They're still kind of fighting.
Yeah.
To get over it.
She walked in on Nick telling Ashland off again, but that was Ashland's fault.
It was.
Because Ashland said, "I want you to tell me the truth right now. Like, I want you to tell me for real why you hate me." And Nick was like, "For real?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, okay. You're a liar. You're horrible. You let your friend die and took his identity. I don't think that you're a good guy for my sister.
Yep.
And of course, he's saying, "And I will take you down if you hurt her." And she walks in and hears through a crack in the door that he's saying that. And of course, she's mad again.
Yes. Exactly.
So they had a
like,
10
how
second
dare
truce.
you?
Victoria and Nick, 10-second truce. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, puppy.
So, I know it's like Finley back there doing this thing. You can readjust it. So yeah, so it's completely that whole thing's going to, I think, come to a head too, because again, we still have Ashland still married to Victoria. They're all still saying, "Were you really sick? Are you?" That's still up there. It's the longest story. It's going to just drag on to 2025.
But she's gone with him for treatments, for God's sake. I mean, it's got to be real.
We didn't tell him. Oh, we didn't tell you. Hold on. Hold on. He's going to get experimental treatment.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. So they get a report. He's not healed, but the cancer stopped spreading.
Okay.
And Victoria's like, "Let's celebrate." And I'm like, "Girl, slow down." Okay. He's not healed, but it is a soap opera style.
Sharia's right. I did like the conversation between Nick and Victor. It was honest. It was a very honest conversation. It was, and again, I look at, and no offense to these actors, because I love them all, as you people know. But when I look at Eric Braeden, who's 81 years old, when I look at Bill Hayes on days who's like 96, so I look at people who just like, they're saying their lines, they're giving their emotions, they're acting at these ages, at this pace of a show. I just bow to them. I'm like, this is just like Eric Braeden is Victor Newman. He's so good at being Victor Newman. He's so good at it. And him and Joshua Morrow have that long time chemistry as father and son. Nick has never been recast. He's the only one of those kids that's never been recast. It's been the same actor since they aged him. He's been the same actor. So they have this, and Victor's never recast, obviously, either. They can't recast Victor Newman, of course. But those two just have it. When they get in a room together, it's like there's just it's there. It's there. So I agree with you. Guys in the chat room, I liked their talk. But I'm just saying, it's like, come on, these are the Newmans, the Newmans. It's like, honestly, Victor's nice for a change. Yeah.
I really like Nick, but he needs to just get over it. I'm sorry.
Now, who should Nick be with then? In terms of, because he can't be alone forever on these shows.
Well, he should just get over being mad at Ashland.
No, I'm saying.
And Victor. Like, just get over it.
Well, he's mad at everybody. He's mad at Phyllis. He's mad at everybody. So I'm just saying, he needs love in his life. So who should he go with? Not Chelsea, right? You want back with Chelsea now.
Oh, what if he got with Sally? She would lose her mind.
Well, so would
Phyllis would lose her mind.
So would Adam. Adam would too. Yeah. Adam would be jealous as F.
I know. So would Sharon.
And Sharon too. That would be a great one.
I don't know. Is there any other single ladies?
Single ladies. Oh, my single ladies.
Oh, the single ladies.
Him and Amanda. Would they be something?
It could be. Ooh, that's Phyllis's best friend.
That's true. She still hate it.
Has Amanda's sister been back on the landscape at all?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Oh, they rented a house to open their law firm together.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I think they're gonna push Amani with I almost said Sean Dominus is his real name. With Nate. I think they're gonna push it with him, I think. And mess up him and Elaine, I think.
I don't want that though.
I'm not telling what you want. I'm just telling you they might. I don't want the show. I don't want the show. I'm just telling you it's a soap opera, Amanda.
I think Sally and Adam should be together. I think Nick and Sharon should be together.
Who?
Nick and Sharon.
I agree with that.
Who gets Ray?
You know, Ray and I think Ray and Chelsea would be a fascinating combo.
I think so too.
It would be really interesting. Whether I went long term, I don't know, but for short term, that would be kind of interesting.
For S and giggles, yes.
Yeah.
There's no more single ladies, is there? Because the I can't think of her name. She owned Ray's sister. She's gone now.
She's gone.
So is there any other single ladies?
That's why Noah's different at Tesla. There's no single ladies there. You know, where else going to go?
This is the only one to look at.
Exactly. There's nobody else there. Like they literally there's nobody because Abby's taken and Lauren's taken and wait to hear what we talk about Tracy Bregman. I thought of Tami the whole time. Interview with Christian J. LeBlanc. We get into how beautiful Tracy Bregman is. Trust me. And shout out to Brandon Larkins, our friend Brandon Larkins, who's been in love with Tracy Bregman since she came on the show years ago. So, and she liked our tweets about thinking about her being beautiful. She is. My goal to get her on the show next year for us to interview.
Oh my God.
Give us an interview. I'm going to get it because we all love her.
I'm going to have to get a fascinator hat.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
I have to go get a facial. Get a new shirt.
I'm going to try to work it out. Hi, Amelia Aaron. Hi, Deborah. Hi, AAJR72. Hi, George Blackman, who loves, he loves him some Amanda. Let's see who's in there. I want to just say hi to some people. Cherie, of course, RAD. Chartreuse Alice, I love that name so much. Dolores L, Kirsten Marie, and everybody else who's watching and not saying anything. I'm glad you're watching. It's fine that you're watching us. Some folks don't know how to say anything. Some folks don't. There's a chat. Let me just say, this is something that's come up many, many times. My mother has said this. I watch you, but how do I talk to you? So literally, there's like a thing underneath the video that will say like live chat. And you just hit that, and it's off to the side.
Yeah, it's on the side.
On the side. Now, I don't know if you're watching on your phone. How's it on your phone? Is it the same?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's the same. Okay.
Let me get out of the live chat on my phone. And
are you going to show us?
So then I click on it. Ooh.
Yes, we love the lady who works with Phyllis at the Phoenix. I forgot her name. Crystal is her name. Her name is Crystal, you guys. Great. Her name is Crystal. Yeah, Melissa and Jordy were on all children together. Okay, so Amanda, so she's going to show us. Okay.
On your phone, there's a little live chat icon. Mm-hmm. Can you see it?
Yep.
Kind of, but
there's a live chat icon.
Yes.
Click on that, and now you're in the live chat.
Yeah. So it's there, folks. It literally just as long as we're live, that live chat option will be there.
Yeah.
Hi, Tony JC. Sorry, Tony JC and Brown A21.
And make sure like.
There you go.
There, I just clicked the little like button.
Hit the like button, folks. There's 31
like it. Come on.
Drive.
Help me move it up here. The Wide Open Spotlight is my number, I think, 3 show of the year. You guys, both audio and so I should say audio listeners. Hi, audio listeners. We love you too. We're glad that you listen to us. Mondays are our biggest day audio wise. Everybody seems to tune in on Monday for some reason. I'm so glad you guys do. I don't want to forget you guys at all because you guys are just as important as the live viewers, the viewers who are watching on the video. But thank you so much for listening to us while you're doing laundry or walking the dogs or walking the kids or whatever you're doing. Checking babies, whatever you're doing out there. But thanks for actually listening to us because I appreciate that also because I post it right after this to the audio stream so you guys can hear it also. Live. We know lives are busy. You can always sit and watch videos. Let's see. Amanda will move on getting tired of baby duty. This show is something that's very interesting. And we're coming to a close now because we kind of covered most things that are kind of happening on the show. Do we want any returns, or are we happy with everybody who's here? Hello, Samantha Greenwich. Anybody should come back? Are we good? I mean, they've been good bringing in people off and on, like Nina and Christine, and coming in and out and stuff. But I think for me, most of the folks that are there should be there. They're kind of there. I mean, I guess we need more.
I always want more Eileen Davidson. I always want more of her.
Oh, she's busy on Salem. She's doing the Salem Christmas movie. She's doing Days of Our Lives. She's busy on Days of Our Lives right now, apparently, working that out. She's trying to be Wally Kirk, do 2 shows.
Good.
Like, we love her. And the Folks Edition Days will be on today at a special time at noon. They interviewed Eileen Davidson, Chandler Massey, Zach Tinker, who used to play Noah on the show, or Fenmore. He used to play Fenmore on the show, and also Deidre Hall for the very Salem Christmas, which is on Peacock. It's on Peacock right now, but they interviewed all of them. The Eileen Davidson one is really good. So how she comes back in and playing.
That's fantastic. Wow.
Susan cool. and Kristen. So alongside Stacey Hyde, who plays Susan and Kristen. So they're playing them in tandem. So it's very, very interesting on that show. But more Jill. You guys want more Jill? Yeah, more Jill. Thank you. Tariah Baby Watch. Oh my God, would they have a baby and Noah be the father?
Oh, maybe that's what they're setting up. That's a good point.
I'll get it to Shariq. She said that. So maybe
that would be weird.
That'd be weird. That's it. That'd be weird.
But isn't Mariah related to? So the baby would be related.
Tessa would have the baby, and Mariah and Noah. It would be a natural. It would be her niece or nephew naturally.
Right. I'm not against it.
No, I had 2 sisters who almost did that. I had one sister who couldn't have kids because she had endometriosis. And I had a sister who had too many kids. And they almost did a whole thing when we were going. This was years ago. But she's like, well, if maybe I'll just give you and it'll still be part of the family. But it didn't happen that way. It didn't happen. My sister ended up adopting outside. But that was the thought, saying it's still in the family. I thought it was a little weird because saying that in the end, you're related, but it's kind of this weird thing later. It's kind of like, you're my aunt. You're my sister, my aunt, my mother, my aunt, my mother. I mean, little Chinatown moment for the older folks. It'd be a little weird. You're Chinatown, Tami. It's a little weird. So I was like, I'm glad they didn't do that, but that was something a little smart more back in the day. We thought about that for a minute.
Tariah marriage. Deborah in the chat says Tariah marriage.
I love that too. Well, I mean, that'd be great. So I mean, so folks are giving them screen time. And more Tracy. We get more Tracy this Christmas. Yesterday, they announced that Beth Maitland is coming back for the Christmas episodes. So I know Christmas is next Friday, Christmas Eve, like crazy, and then New Year's. So I just want to tell everybody, thank you so much for watching the show and watching the 3 of us talk crazy about the show. We have such a good time doing it, and from the bottom of my heart, I really say thank you so much because I do this. I always wanted to make a difference, and apparently it does. So I think apparently it does. For a lot of you guys, get a chance to come together as a community and talk about one of our favorite shows. I think that's very important. I mean, I want everybody to have a really, 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 really safe. These new cases are happening. A safe Christmas, no matter where you are. Be very careful as you can be. I'm sorry, I'm a person who believes in the booster and the vaccine, all that. So I'm like, get vaccinated. Sorry, I say that I don't care. I want this eradicated at some point, so we don't have to worry about this anymore. But I just want everybody to just really be careful out there and enjoy this. I'm in the Christmas spirit. I love it. I'm ready for it. Ladies, any last words you want to say? Amanda?
Okay. Here's what I want to say. Because I'm super important. No, I'm just joking. I got a message for YNR.
Okay.
Love it. I'm glad I decided to start watching it. It's very interesting. I wish they would trust the audience a little bit more. Okay. You don't have to move that slow. In the old days, you did. Yeah. You did. And you had to constantly remind people what happened in case they missed it. Yeah. But now there's like Google and, there's the app you can watch. So it would be okay to go a little faster.
Pick up the pace.
Yeah. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying you could trust your audience a little. Okay. I hope that's not mean.
No, this is opinion television. It's what we talk about. I stand by everything I say on the show. You know that. Tami Goveia, what do you have to say?
I just want to Y&R, keep doing what you're doing. Pick up the pace. And in regards to everyone in the chat room, Deborah, Cherise, Samantha, George, Rodelli, AAJR72, just everyone, your support of the show and of JLJ Media, you really will never, ever truly be able to understand how much it really means to all of us. So thank you. Hit that like button. Tell folks about the show. Tell folks about the other podcasts and shows on JLJ Media. James, as you know, works his butt off.
He does.
In 2022, we really want to raise the bar. And we can only do that with your support. That's why James does this. He does it for the fans.
I do.
Does it for the fans. So thank you. We love you. Safe holidays. And wow, we'll see you next year.
Next year, folks, 2022. Please let it be a better year. Please let it be a better year. That's all I gotta say. I'm thinking love and light. Please. Please, please, please. But we love you guys. And if you're gonna so give us about 5-10 minutes. If you're coming for the bowl, that'll be next. We gotta switch out and all that kind of stuff. But we'll be on for Bold and Beautiful next, and we'll see you next year, guys. Happy holidays.
Love you guys.